I also forgot the mic was still hot from this scene. God dang it! I'm a super professional. Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my hotel room. Oh my. Um, I did not pack I've actually had a shipment coming in tomorrow with like the ability to do my makeup better. So this is almost raw rock. I'm wearing eyeliner and that's like it. My lipstick comes in tomorrow and my beauty sponge comes in tomorrow. I've got foundation, but I can't actually put the foundation on very well yet. So. But regardless, I am here. Go ahead and feast your eyes on almost raw Raka. Here we are, we are on Tomb of the Spider Queen. This is the first map between Cats on My Keyboards and CM, the Battle of the Sea Teams. It will be colossal, it will be catastrophic, it will be amazing. Wait, is that the wrong word? Crap! I do particularly love that if you take Cats on My Keyboard, the COMK can also just be like, okay, CM. So here we go, here we go, here we go. We have Sonya being banned out first and foremost by the side of Cats on My Keyboard. No, that's wrong. Teams are on the wrong sides. Because Koala is definitely on Cats on My Keyboard. I'm so glad I caught that now. Let me go ahead and adjust. Ah! Bright light! Pop, pop. There we go. Way better. You can definitely, that one thing that's very, very different is I only have one computer, so whenever I pull up that program in order to make adjustments, you just see me just bathed. And you know, I hate taking baths on stream. We do go ahead and have the Nazeebo and the Johanna being banned out. Peach will be coming in with the Anduin. This is the battle of the fruit healers. Peach is going to be squaring off against Apple. Which I gotta tell you, of the two of them, I do kind of support Apple. Only because Apple is a character from Suikoden and Peach is not. Gotta rep my nerds.
It's about damn time.
Alright, we do have Tychus coming in. As well as Apple. So there we go, Battle of the Healers. The undead silencer versus the fun police. But there is Kian coming in with the Imperius. Man, a lot of, I'm going to say, blonde characters. I don't actually know if Imperius has hair, but that's a very yellowish head. So I think it still counts. It still counts. Jaina and Anduin coming out as well. So clearly you have to ban someone with blonde hair. You've done a good job with the Johanna so far. Come on, Nova. Swing and a miss. Such high-level commentary from me, don't you know? We do go and have Diablo coming out. And by coming out, I mean getting out of here. Diablo doesn't get to be played. So we do go and we have no tank and no offlaner. One DPS picked up. I do like the ban on Diablo, seeing that they had taken Tychus to the other side. Tychus makes Diablo's life a little bit more difficult, so they would have loved to have Diablo coming into this. I do have to wonder if that's an offlane Imperius or a main tank. I think, having cast them before, they do actually like main tank Imperius. There's Koala coming out with the Leoric. Not saving Leoric until offlane. They don't care about winning the offlane matchup. They're more interested in having a DPS to really, really, really throw a wrench in the hinges of whatever Cloud of Minds is planning on coming out with. There is Drapes coming into chat. Hello, Drapes. Nullius too, I see you. We do have the Anubarak coming out of Star Knight as thought. Oh, actually not as thought. So it looks like he is actually the offlaner. Trelania comes out with the James Raynor, the Jimmy Ray. Alright, so far we have no Overwatch heroes. Not even bans. These teams just do not like the Overwatch hero pool, apparently. That's what I'm learning right now. There we go. Thank you very much. Make me feel a little bit better. I was like, wow, is the meta shifting? And no, we do have Junkrat making the final appearance as Ghost. Hopefully Junkrat will be able to stay alive more than their name implies. We're going to get in the game right now. I will get predictions up. Don't go anywhere, and I will see you guys in just a second. But you will not see me. All right, coming into game number 1, we do go ahead and have on the side of Clouded Minds. We go ahead and zoom out. We will have Peach playing the Anduin. I can't find my buttons. We do go ahead and have Ruffian is playing that Jaina. Kiana on the Imperious. Trelania is going to be playing the Jimmy Ray. And Star Knight will be on Anubarak. They are your team in blue. They are the Cavaliers of Catastrophe. And they are Clouded Minds. Meanwhile, on the red side of the battlefield, we do go ahead and have Chelsea riding out on that there Tychus. Ghost will be on Junkrat. PJ Red is going to be playing the Muradin. We do go ahead and have Koala coming out onto Leoric. And Apple will be finishing us off with Stukov. They are your orange team. The team on the right, they are the Centurions of Catastrophe. Did I say Catastrophe? The Centurions of Celestility. There we go. I think that counts. We do go ahead and have cats on my keyboard. Little battle on the offense already. We do go ahead and have Koala going into. I was gonna say that's a scary matchup to go into. Realistically, Koala needs to kind of stay near the minions because the W from Imperious does not work nearly as well if it has to share hits. And you can kind of bleed them out of mana, but right now Kian does seem to have the upper hand. Meanwhile, here in the middle, we do go and have both teams running in, trying to do their absolute very best. They wanna be the very best. Tychus in the top lane. So we do have a little bit of split right now. Clouded Minds goes in and stays moving as 4, but meanwhile, we do go and have cats on my keyboard, goes in to start being mean to this camp over here. We'll be picking up first and foremost, need a bit of a burst of experience, and it does look like both Murden and Tychus are doing a good job picking up this experience. There we do have Peach and Ruffian splitting off. Gonna be doing their level best to try and get this taken care of. But meanwhile, we do have a aggression coming into the middle. Will they be able to do anything with this? It is kind of split away from its wave. Ooh, that's very, very bad timing because it is engaging directly underneath the towers. This will help it get cleared out a lot faster. However, it does look like cats on my keyboard. It's moving down to the bottom of the map. Say, okay, well, you know what? You have a slight advantage in the middle. We'll go ahead and just pick up this bottom camp. And they are coming back up here, ready to clean this back out. Starting to take a good bit of damage. Does have to burrow away. It goes down to about 25%, but will be A-okay. Nice little flank in to start out. Excuse me. This little flank in coming up here. We do go to have Ghost getting that picked up. Chelsea, Apple. Oh, and while I'm up here, I'm not paying attention to Koala, and I should be, because Koala's doing a heckin' good job. Here's Apple moving back and forth. Trying to figure out all the camps in the game are actually picked up right now. We do go and have this nice little, but that's the thing, these are very, very close together, and Junkrat was just getting a little bit of value. There's a boot back, but no one actually gets caught. They try and get the silence, but the Anubarak Starlight just go ahead and just move out. We do go and have full turn-in on the side of Clouded Minds, if they can actually get this in there, but right now it looks like Junkrat is not interested in trying to let that happen. Alright, PJ ready to zone out. We'll go ahead and both teams now have full turn-in. It's just a question of can they actually get this in? Does look like, no, Chelsea's not coming down here to get that done. Gonna come up here and be mean to Kian. Meanwhile, 43 to 45 in terms of the turn-in. Star Knight not going to be up very long for this fight. Only 7 more? Chelsea really does not like this angel. It actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, like, Tychus is a member of the Heaven's Devils, so it makes sense that he wouldn't be all about Imperius. But while I'm looking at the wrong place, we do have Junkrat going down. Rock, I haven't dropped a whole lot of frames, but it's very, very possible there is a stutter. I am playing from Hotel Wi-Fi right now, or casting from Hotel Wi-Fi, so it may not be the best connection I've ever had, but we do go ahead and have cats on my keyboards getting spiders in your... what's a room that starts with like an S? Spiders on your windowsill. There we go. We'll go with that. I don't know. I am not as creative as I used to be. My brain just keeps like being like, no, I don't want to help you right now. I'm like, well, brain, could you like stop being a jerk? Is that possible? Oh, apple. We do go on and have the third kill of the game on the side of Clouded Mines as Stukov goes down. PJ Red goes in and gets a nice little hammer bolt. Is still at 0 stacks. Oh, I keep reading that this doesn't stack. It just... at level 10, things happen. So, speaking of level 10, we do have a level 10 picked up on the side of Clouded Mines. We will have the Cocoon coming out of the Nubrak, Hyperion, Angelic Armaments, Light Bomb, and Summon Water Elemental. There's Chelsea. Chelsea goes ahead and guns down. Getting a lot of this taken in the middle, but we do have the blue web weavers. They do know their opponents are picking this up, but there's nothing they can do about it. So they're going ahead and moving into position to start sieging down. There's the Hyperion coming out, going ahead and just slamming into the boss lane, trying to get us ready for massive plays at the beginning, at the end of the game. We do go ahead and have Cancel My Keyboard coming out here, going ahead and just bapping their opponent's back. I guess, like, I was actually thinking Master Suite, so I just could not thinking of the actual word. I'm like, there should be a... Oh. There is some vengeance. We do have Cancel My Keyboards coming back. There is a Light Bomb on Trolania. Trolania goes and gets the stun or the murder, and PJ Red having to move back, but they are going to go here. Apple taking a bunch of damage. Is having to be a little bit careful. Chelsea, that's a wave of death. Meanwhile, down here at the bottom, we do have the spider moving in. Koala trying to get done what the Koala can. Koala going ahead and making this spider into eucalyptus as it is erased from the area. That's a nature joke. Both teams do have a second turn-in available, and PJ Red has the entire world in their pockets. As does Keon, it looks like. Alright, PJ Red will get this channel, moving them up to 43. Ghost is being collapsed on. We do go and have this done, and there's the Ghost. Ghost will not get out of here. Goodbye. We do have Rainer goes ahead and puts a slug right in the middle of Ghost's head. Here's Koala coming in. Koala uses the Entomb, but I'm not sure if they think they can actually fight here. It is 4 versus 5. Make that 3 versus 5 as Stukov goes down. And we have the Hyperion leading the way in. They're trying to go ahead and knock this down. A lot of damage, and we will have the first floor of the game falling to the might of Clouded Mines. Here's Kian going in, going to just about get a turn-in on their own by themselves as 49 goes in just from one stab daddy. Here comes a second back-to-back turn-in. Was a very, very even game, but now there's definitely an advantage coming out on the side of Clouded Mines as we go ahead and have that getting knocked out. The Anubrak Beetle getting out there, going ahead and taking for the opponent's team in exactly the way that I am told that happens on my team, but I don't believe it. We do go and have the Odin coming out. Chelsea going to defend this in the only way a 10-ton mech can. We do have Master Assassin on lock in order to try and get this down, but unfortunately they've only gotten 1 stack so far, so it will be a very limited use. For those of you that don't know, Master Assassin gives you a 10% bonus to attack speed, but the other 15% requires all 15 takedowns. It's not 1% per like it used to be. It's all or nothing. I guess I should say all or nothing. I mean, there is a 10% baseline, but it used to be 10% plus 1% per kill to a maximum of 25%. That's not where it is anymore. Alright, all 3 forts on the side of Cats on My Keyboard have gone the way of the, cat, like, little catnip mouse thing. I'm so bad at names. I don't even know if there's actually a name. Oh yeah, we do go and have a little bit of stutter. I just saw it. And yeah, that's just again my connection where it gets a little bit overloaded now and again. I'm actually not dropping too many frames from the cast, but yeah, every once in a while, the actual upload from all the players ends up stopping for just a second. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can do about that. Alright, we do have this being taken care of. We do have a full turn-in on the side of Cats on My Keyboard. They can go ahead and start equalizing this pressure sub. They're trying to get their lanes pushed out first, though. They say, yes, we can get spiders, but we want our spiders to actually do something. Meanwhile, there is a camp pushing down bottom, but that is not where we're looking right now. We do go and have a big thrust of aggression coming to the middle of the map. Koala's trying to put us in. The Starlight is not looking to let that happen. Here's Chelsea running back and forth. Chelsea a little bit out on an island, needs to be careful. Thankfully there was not a collapse. I was like, your tank is nowhere nearby, but there is a nice life off. A lot of damage coming through. We do go and have Junkrat going down. A lot of explosions happening around PJ Red, but you know what? PJ Red is not the one that's hurt by those explosions. There is a bolt coming through. Murden tries to get out of there and will do so, but not so lucky is Leoric, who came in from the other side. Break on through to the other side. With that being taken care of, we do go and have a Ruffian. I'm starting to bleed up. It looks like they're looking a boss. They got a fever. The only prescription is Bandaged Booty Boss. Here on 2 with the Spider Queen. Alright, red Web Weavers versus Blue Boss. Let's go. Does look like Blue is going to prioritize, like, just leave their boss to die. They're like, you know what? Boss did not really cost us anything. I'll be back shortly. But if we can go ahead and maximize what we get out of like the clear and not let any damage get done by the red turn-in, that's the way we're going to play it. And yeah, this upper one, the healthiest of them, is already down to like 10% health. So very, very good clear coming out of Clouded Mines. Alright, there is the Silencing Entomb. Not quite the Silencing Entomb. It's not really level 20. It's the, like, poor man Silencing Entomb. I'm surprised Star Knight made it out of there. I actually think that the trap ended up saving them just a little bit. And Ghost in a lot of trouble. We do have PJ Red jumping in there. Big old stun. And we do go and have a kill onto Murden traded for Jaina. But you know what? That is actually a benefit. With 2 levels down, they get more experience out of that. Oh, but it may have become less of a benefit now as Clouded Mines continues to run in there. They're trying to disengage and trying to get out of here. Chelsea taking a huge amount of damage. Big old chunk coming through. Star Knight gets the light bomb, but nothing doing. Okay, so this definitely was not in favor of Cats on My Keyboard, like I said initially. So here we go. We do have the blue spiders ready to move in across the map, getting a lot of things done at the moment. Peach and Charlotte are moving on this upper one. Here come the spiders out. All the lanes are pushed very, very well. For a split second, I actually thought top lane was pushed because of that trap, but no, that's a trick trap. We do go and have Ruffian is not with the rest of the team. This could be an opportunity if they start to engage before she gets there. Looks like Ruffian will be here in just a little bit. Bum bum bum. Here's a bunch of damage. We do have Junkrat putting traps on traps on traps. When you throw traps, she gets fast stacks. Alright, nice aggression to turn that off. Junkrat does get let out. Kian goes ahead and lets the ult fly, trying to go ahead and get this knocked down. There is the Hyperion. Hyperion will not quite get that last shot of the Model Cannon off. But meanwhile, we do have aggression in the middle, aggression in the bottom. This isn't just a spider push, this is an infestation, as they are living in the middle of Cats on My Keyboard's base right now. Alright, middle does stand, but stands with 4,000 hit points. Top does go down, as does bottom. Only one keep remains defending on the cats. They are at 56 spider butts, however. With 4 more spider butts, they can go in and get spiders to come out and help them wreak havoc. Because that's the thing. Cats are not looking to rebuild their cat trees. They're not looking to get to... The cats are vengeful. Cats went ahead and just take away their opponent's trees. You know, if I can't be comfortable, none of you can. But it looks like Cloud of Mind's not looking to let that happen. They are going through. They're going to try and pick this up. Big push. This is going to be a double bruiser wave going straight onto the final cat tree, defending Cats on My Keyboard. Big ol' Hyperion coming out. That's going to be spell curtains for this one for sure. And goodbye. Nice. A new Brock bomb delivery system. Koala takes a bunch of damage and will not get out of there. Koala is going extinct. As is Tygus. There is the Junkrat mine comes in but doesn't catch anyone. There is a big old stab. Stab Daddy going ahead and securing a Stukov. Jade's taking a bunch of damage. Riffing goes ahead, but there's Trilania going ahead and trying to protect her. Sonic comes in, goes ahead and is being to Ghost for just a second. PJ Red doing what they can, but this core is falling. Would you go and have it down to 50%, down to 40%, level 19 versus level 21, and the Talon Tier advantage leading the way as we are down to 15%. And here we go with game number 1 on Tomb of the Spider Queen going the way of Cloud and Mines. So, looking at talents right quick, we do go ahead and have, no, I said talents, I'm not ready for talents, what am I doing? Looking at damage right quick, we do go and have a leading damage coming out of that Tychus. Didn't have a Diablo to go into, but still did 46,000 damage over the course of a 17-minute game. Junkrat doing 45,000, and then Trilania coming out with 35. In terms of the healing battle, we do go and have Anduin leading the way, almost doubling Stukov's healing, but at the same time, you know, Anduin had more damage to heal too, so keep that in mind, grain of salt and all that. In terms of that experience, we have Imperius leading the way, winning the offlane battle with 14,000. Raynor comes in with 13,000, and then there comes Ghost. Talent-wise, I'm an offlaner, so I will be looking at the offlane talents. Interesting, we actually had the Unyielding Despair and Crushing Hope really building into this range, and then able to just do a lot to drain hope. They were kind of building, I think, for the level 20 to be able to drain hope the entire enemy team. Unfortunately, they just never quite got there. So this build never fully came together with the intended result. Imperius, of course, going the typical offlane build, does go Holy Fervor at level 7 in order to go ahead and be able to actually have some wave clear. But with that, I'll go ahead and go into the in-between screen. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back for game number 2. Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are on Garden of Terror, which is map number 2, map numero tre. Numero duo? I was like, wait, is it Trey 3? I don't know a lot about Spanish, but I know that much. Here we are. This is a best of 5. I think it's a best of 3 at the top of the screen. It was lying to you. Don't trust it. Don't believe it. We do go ahead and have first pick going the way of Cats on My Keyboard, which does mean that this map was picked by the side of Clouded Minds. Who do they not want to see? Who are they afraid of? Who was a absolute, like, spur in their Cheerios? Don't think too much about that, statement. That saying. Alright, they are going to go ahead and choose to ban out the Malthael. Not someone that was actually played last time, but, someone that tells me they're going to go for a fairly heavy HP team. Sonya continues to be banned out. Apparently a lot of respect being shown over to the side of the offlaner. I'm trying to remember who the offlaner is. I already don't remember. I promise I pay attention. I promise I know what I'm doing. Here we go ahead and have quite a bit of damage. Hello, Las Malkia. Malkia, last of your name. Johanna continues to be banned out. That is not something they want to give to their opponents. And apparently not something they want to take themselves. And then there's the interesting. Peach denying herself Anduin. Obviously, Anduin is a bit of contested pick between the fruits. So what will you do, Apple? What will you do, Cats on My Keyboard? You have one pick, one chance to completely torpedo your opponents. And we do have Chelsea getting into Tygus immediately. I told them that in between, someone said, GH, because they don't like saying GG because the series is going on, so they say GH for good half, and I'm like, forget good half, that was good fifth, we're going for game 5, ladies and gentlemen. We do have Kian coming back with Imperius, and Peach will be taking the Stukov, so Anduin off the table, Stukov in the hands of Peach. The cat came back the very next game. The cat came back. They thought they were a goner, but the cat came back. They just couldn't stay away. See, there's a whole song about the non-hatted cat coming back. It's totally a thing. We do have PJ Red coming out on Diablo. So this time they don't get to ban out Diablo, and then Koala being on the Dahaka. Dahaka is good into Imperius if you can, burrow under the spears. You can kind of get underneath that W. Alright, we do have the Junkrat. This is so weird. They keep banning out their... I swear, I don't think either team has actually banned out an opponent, a hero that their opponent used in the previous game. They keep banning out characters that they used in the previous game. This is some sort of, self-denial thing going on. And you know what? I'm not here to pass judgment. If that's your thing, go for it. We do have Trelania coming in with the Cassia and Falstad on the Ruffian. I feel like there's a way more helmets on the side of Clouded Minds. You've got Cassia, Stukov, and even Imperius all wearing helmets. The only real helmet you've got on the side of Cats on My Keyboard is Tychus's. Nazebo has a mask. Does that count? We have Apple on the Brightwing. Brightwing! Nazebo going to come out onto the Ghost. I have to say, I feel like Ghost playing Nazebo with the Spooky Ghost ult is... Someone tell Valk? Someone alert Volk that his favorite tank is getting play in Division C West. Alright, here we go into the game. Don't go anywhere. I'll get predictions back up. Someone please vote on both teams this time. Come on, what is the fun of predictions if no one supports one of the teams? I'm sure there's some Clouded Mind supporters out there. I believe in you.
The battle begins shortly, heroes.
So, coming into game number 2, we do go ahead and have representing the blue team. Trelania going to be on the Lightning Cassia. Peach playing that there Stukov. Star Knight on the Arthas. Ruffian playing the Ghost Falstad. Ooh, scary Falstad. And we have Kian back on the Imperius. Back in the saddle, as it were. On the orange side of the battlefield, representing Cats on My Keyboard, we do go ahead and have PJ Red is going to be playing the Dibbles. Chelsea playing that there Tychus. We do go and have Ghost coming out on the Nzebo. We do go Koala on Dahaka. And Apple finishing us off with Brightwing. Kind of a global battle going on with both Ruffian, Koala, and Apple all taking global heroes. Oh, there's a big old ton coming in. Polymorph comes down. Trelania in a lot of trouble. Trelania will not get out of here. We have First Blood going this side of Cats on My Keyboard. Now we have the split off. Dahaka going to go ahead and move up towards the top of the map. Looking at level 1 talents, now we have a second. We have the Spider build coming out of Nzebo with Widowmakers. We do go ahead and have the Tissue Regeneration, so the more tanky build for Dahaka. Not worried about running around too quick, just worrying about not dying. We do go ahead and have Frost Presence coming out of the office. And then we will get Gathering Storm. Now there is Apple. Apple down here squaring off against Kian. I feel when you're a tiny baby dragon and you're going up against a big old dude with a spear, you're just like, wait a minute, I feel like this guy is specifically designed to beat me up. I feel like if you were going to hunt a Brightwing, a spear would be a really good weapon for it. Alright, Trelania. Here we have the Dance of the Camps. PJ Red and Chelsea going on one side. Meanwhile, we do get Trelania and Peach on the other. Thank you, Anna. Koala goes in and gets this done. Although if Volk's going to be here, I guess I need to pay attention to Arthas. Star Knight going back and forth and back.
Ah, heroes. You're just in time for the seeds of my vengeance.
We do go in. Now, surprisingly enough, Cassia does go with Charged Strikes. Not going with the Lightning build, with the Q build. Usually I see Cassia's going with the Q build. I'll be the first to admit I don't play Cassia. But this is not the one I normally see. Those of you that are good at Cassia, please let me know why this is a good pick. Holy crap, they changed Play of the Whale? Is that permanent health gain? Like, or is it just until, like, is it just like bonus health pool that will go back away later? Alright, big root coming out. Chelsea getting a little bit of damage. We do have PJ Red. Looks like Star not quite able to collapse on that. Here's Ghost. Ghost needs to be a little bit careful. A lot of damage coming in, but we'll go ahead and get that taken care of. Falstad not here in the fight just yet. They're going to go ahead and try and stay and pick up experience while they go ahead and harass this. But there's the battle. Diablo going in, charging Star Knight. Star Knight getting very, very low already. But there's that Silence. Silence getting a huge amount of value. Does look like Chelsea will get out of this battlefield. Here comes Ruffian coming down. The battle's engaged. A lot of damage on Dahaka. There's the spear coming down. Barely burrows in time, but will it be enough? No, they actually end up booping away, saving Koala's life, but condemning Tychus. Valkyrie, you are too late. This is what you get for not being in a rocket stream from the beginning. How dare you? But you know what? We are friends, so here you go. I can't let you vote, but I will go ahead and let you, oogle the Star Knight. I shouldn't say it like that. I don't think you care about Star Knight. I think you care about Arthas. You're gonna Koala up here against Trelania. This is a bad, like, Dahaka just continuously gets bad matchups. First they had Falstad, then they had Cassia. Koala doing a very good job staying alive. This looks like they are sending Imperius up here, which is actually the matchup Koala wants.
Sprout before you know it.
Yeah, Diablo was the last pick, so they didn't completely know their opponent's comp before they picked it. Now we do go and have the second seed coming up. Brightwing and... Oh, that's a little unfortunate. You have both Brightwing and Koala in the far lane. Brightwing is starting to fly up, try and get some of this experience.
There's my precious.
But we actually have experience advantage right now for Clouded Minds. Fun Rocket Factory, y'all. I'm actually having dinner with Star Knight over the weekend. Massive Suns Pro come in. PJ Red in a lot of trouble. We do have Tigus already down. PJ Red's not going anywhere. Except to Survivalville. Wasted away again in a place where I didn't die. Koala, however, did you about more than you can chew? It does look like Burrow will save Koala. Oh, great use of that Lurker Strain in order to go ahead and get you... No, is it... What is it that... It must be Lurker Strain. I don't actually see it listed, though. That makes you stealth when you come back up. And there's the second seed being picked up for Clouded Minds. Man, I've got to say, very good survival coming from Cats on my keyboard. Like, that was a bad situation. But they made the best of it. Although there's a big... Here's PJ Red coming in here, trying to go ahead and be mean to this Arthas. I'm surprised they got this quick of a response in order to actually save that. I thought that was gone for sure. But we do have a level 10 coming out on the side of both teams. Army of the Dead coming from Arthas. We do have Valkyrie, Angelic Armaments, Flailing Swipe, and Mighty Gust. Meanwhile, on the side of Cats on my keyboard, we have Isolation, Ravenous Cat, Meowpocalypse. I'm gonna stop. Blink Heal and Commandeer Odin.
It won't be long now.
Unfortunately, Volk, we don't get that. You will not hear Arthas telling anyone to unleash their wrath. Okay, that's not an Arthas voice. I don't know why I tried that. I also need to actually pick up the mic if I'm going to try and pull that off. Bunch of damage comes through. PJ Red step forward, step back. They actually, oh my goodness, I'm surprised they didn't try and Fire Stomp or something. We do go and have this being pushed up. There is a camp in the top lane pushing this down. We'll have to see. Okay, we do have Ruffian up here in order to help clean that out. Apple in the mid lane. Playing well, it's insane. Healthful bombs getting drained. Let's get pumped. Alright, we do have quite a bit of damage coming through here. We do go and have the wall down, but it does look like the tears will get cleared out pretty quickly. Bottom fort will go down. Top fort looking not too healthy. But middle fort is resilient. That is, of course, the one that is most aggressively pushed down. I guess it's not actually true. I was going to say, because you've got 3 camps per side. Each of them goes down one of the lanes. That one is the one pressured by the siege giants up here.
Those are enough seeds! Let my terrors grow!
If you think Battle Lane would be the one to go for, well, I'm confused. I guess for blue, because this is the best pusher they've got. But let's go ahead and get back to it. Yeah, Charlie Blue, unless you own the channel, you can't raid. It's one of the problems. I can't raid from the NGS channel either. God dang it, Campbell! How dare you! Oh my goodness, and Moist Sweetest, thank you very much for the bits. I did not even notice, because I pay attention. Too much stuff going on. We do go in and have, and actually right now, if you want to know who to root for Cats on my keyboard, only for a game 5. Right now, Cloud of Mines is up 1 game. I know, I'm sorry, Val. I can't, I get we want to root for, Arthas, but I also want to root for a game 5. Caster Bias, always wanting to cast more games. I only get this one cast this week. Give me more games. Do you know how it is to be a rocket and only get to cast 1 series a week? It's like agony. We do go in and have the seed spawning in just a second. We are back to 0 versus 0, but CM is already in position.
Gather the seed before your enemy does.
Even talent tiers, even levels. We do go and have Diablo picking up Devastating Charge at level 13. Up to 28 stacks of Gathering Storm. Not quite, but there's that great push. Diablo gets pulled out of there. Huge bit of damage, and we do have the Stuka going down first and foremost. Oh my goodness, Chelsea going ahead and just blasting into the entire enemy team in that Commander Odin. There is a gust coming up going ahead, but Kian cannot go anywhere. Kian is trapped in the zombie wall, but you know what? Escort right back to the Hall of Storm coming from Cats on my keyboard. There's PJ Red. PJ Red going ahead and turning the map orange. I almost feel like for this series, I should turn off colorblind mode just so PJ Red can be on the red team. Lots of oof going through here right now. Both teams level 15, knocking on 16's door. We do go and have this pushing in here. If there's no responses, we'll get a lot of value. Especially with Tychus. Man, the entire team is coming up here. They're saying, you know what, this is our chance to equalize the map at least a little bit. Alright, we have a lot of stuff going through. It does look like the team of Cloud of Mines will come up here and defend this. Meanwhile, we do have Dahaka down here trying to hold back the counter push. Should be okay. No one at the seed at the moment.
I suggest you do it now.
Both teams have access to global, so no one can really just backdoor that seed real quick. Just looks like this is being given by Cats on my keyboard right now. There's someone had a laser pointer and pointed toward the top of the map, so they just ran up here real quick. 1 seed to 1 seed. I don't know if these stats are still good, but at one point they actually found out that the objective on Garden of Terror is the strongest objective in the game. Getting the first objective has the greatest predictor of overall game success. But there is, you know what, it looks like Castle McKibber is saying, screw that, not interested in your, like, statistics, not interested in your expectations. We're interested in killing Star Knight right now, and Star Knight right in the middle of the entire enemy team. Yeah, somebody step on that. This is the problem with cats. Cats are not actually taught to hunt. They only have an instinct to kill. So they were just like, there are sea giants here. We want to go ahead and, you know, beat them up. And after they're dead, then they're like, wait, what? No one's taught me this yet. We We do go and have the seed spawning. Arthas will not be back, but...
Shouldn't you be gathering that
Oh, interesting.
heroes?
There's Ghost. Ghost going in and fight back here. It is, PJ Red. There's a big fight happening right here. A lot of damage. Ruffian will get taken out. Nice rotation coming in for Cats on my keyboard. We do go ahead and have Apple blinking around. Not going to let this happen, but here comes Star Knight coming into battle in this. We do go and have, the Tychus getting the top seed, but Ghost may be in a lot of trouble. Ghost going back and forth and back, but Ghost will go ahead and walk right back into tower range and get killed by Stukov. Big old meaty slap coming out of the, Zerg healer. PJ Red going back. We have 2 seeds right now for Cats on my keyboard. Oh, they didn't actually pick this up. Tychus must have abandoned it to go in and pick this up when they saw a big fight down below. Trelawney's going to go in and get this taken care of.
A new seed is set to sprout.
Seed does favor Cats on my keyboard. And of course, this will be a plant terror for them. Nice, Star Knight leading the way. It does look like this may be being given by Cats on my keyboard, which is astounding. They are even talent tier. Everyone's up. I don't know why they're just not contesting this. I personally don't think these camps are worth it. Maybe they think they have the stronger 20. Let's see, they do have the group isolation. The slappiest of slappy ghosts. Big red button. Big red button would be very, very relevant. But at the same time, like on the other side, you've got infinite... No, wait, no, they didn't say ball lightning. They didn't say ball lightning. Other than Wind Tunnel, there's not all that many amazing 20s, I don't think. So that might be the call for sure.
Another seed is about to sprout, heroes. Be ready for it.
So this may be the seed that decides the game. If this is picked up by either team, they can just go ahead and push, because they have, both teams have lanes pushed pretty far. Taka down here getting this cleared out. Can burrow up at any time. But. Massive engage onto the Diablo. This is the moment Cloud of Minds has been waiting for. A lot of damage onto that Arthas. Star Knight moving back. There's the Slappy Ghost, but oh. Kian takes a huge bit of damage. We have 1-1 so far. Diablo is back. Starting to move in there, but there goes Kian. Trillian takes a bunch of damage, does avoid the tongue. However, this may be exactly what Cats on my keyboard needs. Diablo does not have a lot of souls, but is still up, and there are 2 people down for Cloud of Minds. Level 20 all. We'll go ahead and have Anti-Magic Shell, Titan's Revenge, Brand of Brand of Solarian. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but that's huge. Controlled Chaos and Wind Tunnel. On the other side, we do get the Contagion, Vile Infection, Hellgate, Invisible Friends, and Big Red Button. Cats on my keyboard going ahead and knocking down all of the, just pushing every one of these like forts off the table. Although good defense coming from Cloud of Minds. For those that don't know, a little bit of health is lost every single time the Plant Terror auto attacks. It can walk for free. It does, unlike the spider guys, it does not lose health over time. It only loses health when it auto attacks. Alright, bunch of damage going through. Oh my goodness, there's the Valkyrie. Valkyrie goes ahead and just cleans up. We do go on a PJ Red. PJ Red in the middle does not have health anymore because it did get taken out. However, there's a flame swipe that does a little bit. However, there are 2 people down on the side of Cats on my keyboard. This is where Clouded Minds needs to be able to come back, push against the map. They are still only 1 seed away, but that seed won't be spawning for a little bit. There is a reprieve after the plant terrors come out. They need to be a little bit careful, even though it's 5 versus 3. 2 of their opponents are global, so if like the Imperius gets caught out, he can suddenly find himself very, very badly outnumbered. A lot of damage coming through. Ruffian leading the way. They're trying to go ahead and even up this pressure. They actually not even up. They actually managed to save all of their keeps. I actually thought one of them went down, but I was incorrect. Nice job pushing these back out, though, I've got to say. Like, look how far the blue waves have extended.
It is time. Do what must be.
Alright, Peach going to go up here in the channel. We do have Star Knight moving in, trying to go ahead and zone out for their opponent. There we have that. Does get knocked out, but no one actually gets caught. There is the wind tunnel. A lot of people caught in the area. A lot of damage going to Diablo. Diablo goes down. Wind tunnel does end. There's the Valkyrie. Does end up missing everyone. They are trying to go in and get this taken care of. No slows. Arcus can't quite get in range. Big, big, big red butt. But there's the Slappy Ghost. Slappy Ghost getting on to Star Knight. But there's Kian saying, no, no goes for you. Go slap someone else. Peach takes a lot of damage, but Kian about to go in and finish the shell. Will Ghost let it happen? No! Ghost gets there right in the nick of time. Kian goes ahead and knocks out the Angelic Armaments, trying to get this taken care of real quick. Will we have the spears, or they get used up by Ghost's attack? Oh my goodness, this is such a fight, and it does look like we will go in and have Cats on my keyboard. Do come back from losing Diablo and manage to go in and get the seed. They won't get a terror out of this, but they do keep the terrors off of their doorstep. Alright, quite a bit of damage going through. Star Knight going ahead and leading this way. Both of them just want lane pressure right now. Both of them want to keep the lanes pushed as far into the other team as possible.
Ah, a seed is sprouting. The anticipation is building.
Alright, we do have both teams in the general vicinity of one another.
Isn't nature splendid? Gather that seed for me.
I love how both teams just completely knew where the other team was, even though they were in cover. There's the flip, a little bit of aggression onto Star Knight. Star Knight moves back. There's the stab onto Diablo. Star Knight goes right in the middle. Oh, massive wind tunnel comes down. No one can move. They're going ahead and just like defenestrating the cat. Diablo goes down, does not have souls, will not be coming back from that one. We do have a root coming down onto Dahaka. There's the stun. A lot of damage onto the dinosaur, and the dinosaur goes extinct.
Hero slain.
That is a 3-fer. We're about to have plant terrors, but look how far these lanes are pushed. We have the middle keep went down during that. Bottom keep is under siege.
Red team has destroyed a fort. Blue team has rise.
All right, another big fight. We do have the silence comes down. Chelsea does get out. Apple barely survives, but will it be enough? They are on to the core. There is 20, almost 30 seconds for their opponents are back. We do have the swipe coming in. We do have this keep trying to defend, but down to 50%. I think this might be it. Cloud of Minds with the epic comeback. Here's Ruffian for the class photo, and Peach does barely survive. One second. I have to give the people what they want. Oh, do I not have the... Sorry, this is already taking too long. Okay, just for you, Volk.
Sindragosa, let loose your wrath.
Just so Volk can feel like happy and complete. Looking at the stats at the end of game number 2, we do go ahead and have Tychus leading the way in damage. Oh my goodness, 80,000 damage. And the Zebo does come out with 73, and then Imperius with 51. On the next side of the battlefield, we do have Brightwing coming out with 88,000 healing, beating out Peach with 76. And then with the experience contribution, Ruffian does lead the way, making use of that global, followed up by Imperius. Talents, we got those. Check them out. Oh. I'll have to go put my boots on real quick. I'm in the hotel, but I will get that taken care of. Yeah, I had to go find it. It's difficult, but here they are. Copy them down, and I will be back for boots and game number 3 in just a second. All right, we do not yet have the next map, but Venus, none of you show Born this. Don't ruin the surprise. I mean, I'm not really surprised if anyone's been around. You know this, but. This gets me way closer to the camera than I usually am. We just thought he would catch me. He's like, oh, Rocka's in a hotel room. Rocka doesn't have access to all of her entire closet. You thought? So, two things I want to say before we get going. Number one, when Anaressa says "dang girl," she is probably the only one in chat. Actually, she's definitely the only one in chat that really kind of appreciates how big these boots actually are. She hasn't seen that pair, but she has seen my boots in real life, and she's just like, holy crap! The stream does not do justice to just how honkin' big those things are. Second thing, Star Knight, if you're watching this later, will not be wearing those this weekend. Those are like close friend boots, not out in public boots. Not sure I need all the attention those would bring, if you know what I mean. Regardless, though, we do go ahead and have the first ban going to the side of cats on my keyboard. That does mean that once again they've taken first pick. Battlefield is the pick coming from Clouded Minds, and they go ahead and continue to get rid of Malthael. Sonya, man, I gotta tell you, they just do not like the idea of Koala getting onto Sonya. They say Koala's a 5-letter name, Sonya's a 5-letter name. That just means that you're way, way too good. That's how, like, ability works, right? So, a little bit of offlaner aggression. Will we have the Anduin making it through? It does definitely feel like Anduin is first pick material. The Imperious, Kian, you need to play something else now. We've given you the 2 Imperious games. Now it's time to get you off your comfort. And there goes Anduin. Peach saying, if I can't have a Blondie, no one can. But will we have the Stukov taking his first pick? It definitely seems back and forth for sure with these two.
I stand ready.
We have the Vala coming out. Okay, so Chelsea is taking the Vala first and foremost. Ruffian comes back with Li Ming, and then Star Knight leaves the Arthas. Bye, Val. Thank you for coming by. And we do go ahead and have the stun tank. Stuns into Li Ming damage. Li Ming can get damage unloaded very, very quickly. As long as she has some idea it's coming.
The crusade calls.
Wait, can I? Stupid boot. We do go ahead and have a ban onto the Nazebo. We did have Stukov and Johanna, so I'm actually surprised that we waited that long for the healers to start dueling over healers. But Stukov is banned out. Will we have another ban on a healer? Because Anduin is gone, Stukov is taken. Do we want to get rid of Deckard? Do we want to get rid of Brightwing? No, they actually continue. Actually, I guess that makes sense now that I look at it. They say continue to choke out the offlane. Kian does not get Malthael, does not get Imperious, does not get Blaze.
Anytime you're ready.
Will we finally have the healer picked up? Or will it be the offlane? The thing is, okay, surprising.
Hear the call of the wild.
I was going to say, Kian can wait and actually get a offlane matchup, though granted that is not as relevant on this map. The offlane doesn't really fight directly. The like immortal phase is so long that it's very, very rare for the offlaners to get significant time. No one taking Artanis though? What the heck?
I play to win.
Make way for the bad guy.
So again, I just said the offlane isn't as important, but I do have to say D.Va is annoying for Rexxar to go into, because D.Va can just like boost past Misha and get on top of Rexxar very easily, very repeatedly. Zul'jin going to be the hyper kick. Actually, Zul'jin Vala, there is no blinds on the other side. That was a really... Normally you don't like to have 2 auto attackers, but yeah, there's no Johanna, no Cassia, no Lily.
I will fight to my last breath.
Had the chance to Lily, just saying. Regardless, though, I will see you guys in the game. I'll get the prediction up one more time. And let's hope everyone channel your energy for Cats on My Keyboard for game number 4 and hopefully number 5. I don't care who wins the series, but I care for more games to cast. And yes, Giselle, this is a best of 5. The finals and the grand finals always are. We do go ahead and have, representing the blue team, the winners of game numbers 1 and 2. Though game 2 was a close thing, could have gone either way very, very easily. We do have Peach playing the Rhaegar, the Spooky Wolf Rhaegar, Trelania on the Jimmy Raider, Star Knight going to be playing a Nubarak, Ruffian playing the Li Ming, and up at the top lane, we do go and have Kian playing Misha, and Kian playing Rexxar. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the battlefield, in the top lane, we do have Koala coming out on the cute little pink diva. We do go ahead and have Ghost playing Zul Jin. Chelsea is going to be playing the Vala. PJ Red going to be coming out here on to Johanna. And then we do go ahead and get Apple playing Stukov. Bunch of damage. Bunch of damage. Aww. So this is fun. Gonna go ahead and get right here so no one can actually see what's happening. Oh, I'm sorry. Did not mean to give you all whiplash. I'm gonna go ahead and cover the, here's the problem, because I'm on my laptop, a lot of the, like, scenes I have prepared for stuff like this is not actually, like, set up. So I'm just kind of like, And yeah, Volcomar, I know. That's why when Arthur didn't get picked, I was just like, aw, Volcomar's not going to watch anymore. Alright, does look like Cats on My Keyboard is ready. Look at that great countdown. I tried to click on the minimap on my preview monitor and go down there, and that is not how that works. Oh, nice job from Ghost. Huge mental damage from Trelania. Ghost only actually up to 2 stacks, but still got a lot of value there. Trelania very, very nearly went down. They're not trying to capitalize on that. Although I guess I was about to say they're not trying to go get the siege camp, but the siege camp isn't up, so that makes sense. Bunch of damage. We do go and have Star Knight going down there. They will be up for just a second. Here's a big 4 versus 4 fight. There's Stukov coming down onto the Sans. Sans gets a lot of people done, and Bala actually goes ahead and executes the bug. This is exactly the start you want for Cats on My Keyboard if you're aiming for game 4, which, by the way, I am. We do go and have Zul Jin moving up towards the top of the map. Going to be mean to Rexxar and Misha. Or actually is probably looking at this camp up here. But Misha is scouting it out. Here's the thing though, even though they know that this is happening, I don't think they really do much about it because Rexxar cannot fight both of them. So it's good to be able to tell your allies, hey, be aggressive. Be aggressive. And yep, as thought, we do go into this being taken care of. It does look like we still have the Bird of Prey. We didn't go for the extra damage against mercenaries for Misha. I thought that might be a case on this map specifically. We do go and have a Hunter-Gatherer, the normal 4 being picked up. Exterminator Raider coming out, of course. I was gonna say, I hope you inspired. I don't see the little inspiration. Come on, come on. Raider definitely should have inspired that. Especially, oh my goodness, they're not even going down there. So we do have a kill into Koala, or at least the mech going down. Yes, indeed, the kill into Koala goes super, super low as well. Misha will go and get blasted by a couple of cannon fire blasts. We do have Vala already going down. Vala did go ahead and take the Monster Hunter. No puncturing error. I keep showing my age and saying Monster Hunter.
I move to new ground.
I'm just saying, an inspired camp would already be through the wall. I don't even know if that's true, to be honest. I want to claim it is. Actually, to be fair, it's 30% attack speed, and the Shaman does not do that much attack. And it's not going to continuously refresh onto the bears. Da bears. Alright, we do go to have the offlaners moving off into the, well, off lane. Top lane is going to be the fight. We do go in and have Ilarion leading the way. I'm going to try and get this taken care of really quick. Only has about 20% shields. Alright, very good defense. Although at the same time, you don't all honestly expect the first Immortal to get much past the wall, and that's about all they got. If you're moving down here, try and be mean to D.Va, or trying to be mean to Rexxar, but Rexxar very wisely moves back. So they stay up here to pick this up when it comes up, but that means that they're just giving up bottom camp. Blue team goes and gets the fort, does not get top camp. Big ol' stun from Misha, but a little bit preemptive. The rest of the team was not there to follow up just yet, and now Misha is gone for the fight. However, a lot of damage on D.Va. We do go and have the mech explosion. Nice forcing that out, though, because not use that aggressively if you have to use it in order to survive. A lot of damage going through. There's the sweeping of the axes. PJ Red goes ahead. Nice move in. We do have Koala going and cutting their damage. Misha taking a bunch. Trying to go ahead and get that secured real quick. There is the silence comes down. Does not actually catch a lot of people. Koala goes ahead and has to burst out of there real quick. Unstoppable comes out on the Johanna. Big fight, but Raider is just doing work at the bottom. Oh, but that leaping damage coming through. Oh my goodness. Misha, no! D.Va also out of her mech for the time being. Fun fact, every time you destroy the D.Va's mech, it's worth 2 Misha kills. And it does look like we're going to have Cloud Mind securing the Immortal one more time. Good grief! Is there more than the Immortal as we go ahead and have both Zul'jin and Johanna being shut down real quick? They're going to go ahead and just tear through this fort. Top fort already went down against Clouded Mines. Here comes bottom fort.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
There goes the Hyperion, getting a lot of value real quick. That Immortal still has shields, and they're just about through the front wall. The Yamato cannon coming down, doing quite a bit of damage to the fort. Will not get a third shot, though. Chelsea going in strafing. Does get knocked out by Star Knight. PJ Red moving in, but the rest of the team not nearby. Zul'jin gets stunned by the Immortal, and the Immortal is just about halfway through the fort. Will go down before that gets done.
Thus ends the assault on hell. I must rest for a time.
They are moving in here, trying to get this taken care of. They're looking for a fight. Both teams are level 10. Neither team has level 13 just yet. PJ Red takes a bunch of damage trying to move into the other team. There's the mech explosion in the back line. Does go ahead and separate the team for just a little bit. Man, this Li Ming damage is doing such work. Vala goes down again. Did not take the Gambit talent, but we have a lot of damage going through. Koala goes down. Stukov goes down. Is this already it? Or is this going to be the series? We do have the Clouded Mines going in, knocking at their opponent's gate, knocking at their opponent's keep. They do only 10 seconds. I don't think they can actually end here. But it is 6 kills to 1. Clear advantage right now for Clouded Mines.
I shall land in a moment, as will my foe.
Right, they are moving up to the top. Shalania, I swear to gosh, if you do not inspire this camp, I'm going to have words with you after the game. They're mostly going to be, but why? I think Shalania just forgot that it also has the Inspire buff. Or it doesn't indicate the way I think it does. So there's a little blue glow whenever they had it active. I wish it would tell me if it was on there. There's a bunch of people caught in the silence. We do go and have the micro missiles coming out. Big stun onto that Rhaegar. Rhaegar has the self-ancestral, best ancestral. We do have Kian taking a bunch of damage backline. Koala will get knocked out, but Misha goes down. Diva's still alive, so advantage on the side of Cats on my keyboard. Yeah, both Diva having to be back here and Vala trying to stop this. Damage coming from everywhere, and CM is just riding this wave of victory. I love watching, you know, Raynor as being like, well, I'm out of bullets, but I better just stab the thing. Ghost Rifle is just as effective when used as a bayonet as with an actual gun, for some reason. Oh, Apple barely surviving. We do have a 1-for-1 as Rexar goes back down. Koala goes ahead and pops the mech. Looking at Ruffian, but we do go and have the Immortal with about 65% shield going up to the top of the map right now. Here's everyone else coming in real quick. We do go and have this being taken care of.
For their sins, I will bring down the gates of hell.
Bunch of damage coming in here. Coming in hot. We do go ahead and have the Hyperion once again leading the way, dropping massive Yamato blasts. Go ahead and knock down everything. Koala in a lot of danger, will have to burst out, but does get knocked out of the mech. Much more vulnerable now, but also doing more DPS in Baby Diva mode. there is the, surprising that that's the target, to be honest. But once again, not quite in a position to end. They are up 16s, is Cloud of Mines. They are moving up here to try and get this taken care of. Okay, now I'm going to click on here. I'm going to look at your Inspire cooldown. I should not care as much as I do, but I do. Womp womp. It's not that big a deal. I don't know why I care so much, but I definitely care so much. Alright, we are gearing up for the next Immortal phase. It has not been announced yet, at least 30 seconds out. We have level 16s online for Cloud of Mines. Hello, Malby. Possibly coming in at the end of my cast. It is a best of 3, but Cloud of Mines looks to be in a dominant position in this game.
This realm from your corruption, Hellspawn.
A lot of damage coming through. Sorry, kind of forgot to talk for a second. Just a little bit. We do go and have a lot of back and forth. A little bit more damage onto Belith, but they are falling back to Alarion right now. It does look like Misha's having to move up in order to actually deal with this. This will get a fort if they're not careful. So that will give a momentary advantage for the side of cats on my keyboard if they want to be aggressive. Be aggressive. However, speaking of being aggressive... Okay, that will get cleaned up. That was a little scary. Alright, Koala in the middle of the whole team, getting stunned. We'll go ahead and pop the mech in just a second, I'm sure. There's the sun coming through. Misha Bear in the middle of the entire team will go and get picked off in just a second. We do go and have the big damage reduction coming out of Koala, but Koala having to fall back. And now we've got Cloud of Mines running in. We do have D.Va demeched. Demeched and pre-wrecked, if Li Ming has anything to say about it. No one actually dead yet, but they are down 2 levels, down 4% or 8% health, down 8% damage compared to their opponents. Misha, no! Alright, so we do have once again Cloud of Mines coming out. Moving down here to for this, all 5 members of their opponents are here. That means no one is defending this triple catapult threat coming down the top lane. Alright, a lot of damage on the Stukov. Stukov might be going down, as is definitely Zul'jin. Big triple stun coming out of the Anub'arak. Flailing Swipe goes ahead and knocks the opponent's back. He's trying to go ahead and isolate this. Bunch of damage. Koala will go ahead and zoom out of here. PJ Red taking a huge bit, and will go ahead and go down. We have Koala. Koala falling right in the middle of a lot of damage, and this should be it. Cloud of Mines going in. 4 catapults in the top of the map, and we do go in with a 3-0 sweep. Cloud of Mines will be advancing to the grand finals, playing out against the victor of C East. So, let me see if I can get an interview right quick. We just already did that. We just can't get enough. Let's go ahead and see if I'm going to be joined momentarily. All right, I have not anyone come in. Oh, I have? You guys are quiet?
You or you've got us all.
I need a cigarette. I smoke cigarettes, but I need a cigarette.
So I guess I would ask how you guys are feeling, but I think that just about says it all. So, first question. So, I do have to say that game number 1 and game number 3 felt very, very much kind of the way you wanted them to go. They were close, but you controlled them. But game number 2 was super back and forth. How are you guys feeling coming into game number 3?
We kind of just took it one game at a time, really. I mean, this is the playoffs. Specifically with our division, we've seen a lot of upsets, so we didn't want to ever, count everybody out. And I said before that this is kind of where the real season starts. So we were very much prepared for everything that was going to be thrown at us.
I do have to ask. Settle a bet between Volk and I. What would you say the key to your victory was? Was it Arthas, or was it your opponents invoking the Rocket Curse by banning Braxis?
We did
I'll
not
answer
know.
this one.
We didn't know that bet. So Lana, that's all you.
I'm gonna call it's the Braxis curse. They knew how much Kian loved that map, and they took it from him. They made him angry. We fixed it.
I mean, I'll just say, I don't say this going in, but for whatever reason, this season, teams that ban Braxis while I'm casting them have like a 90% loss rate.
Whoa.
It's very consistent. CCS actually managed to break the curse, but they're the only ones I remember. I'm sure there was at least one more, but for some reason, when you don't let me cast Braxis, it's a bad idea.
Braxis is kind of one of those maps where it could be either really fun or really boring, so...
Yeah, I definitely get it. So, let's go ahead and actually, to give a slightly more cohesive interview, I'm just gonna, just talk about whatever right now. Game number 1 was on Tomb of the Spider Queen. So, there were definitely times where I felt like 5 minutes went by with both of you just not letting any turn-ins happen. Just, what did you guys do to try, how did you determine when to actually try and get the turn in, when to fight, and when to just run for your lives?
Somebody else can go. I answered a question.
Star shot caller.
I was trying to be generous, but all right. So it was a lot of vocal kind of stuff throughout the entire night. That was one of the big things that we worked on for the past month or so, is just having open communication, making sure that the comms were clear in such a way that we didn't have clutter. So we were able to just vocally see and understand where everybody was. So as Keen was doing with bot lane, he was like, yeah, there's probably 2 down here, there's 3, 2, 3. We're like, okay, that means we can push somewhere else for advantage.
Yes.
So it was a lot of just open communication on our part that I think was very much the key to our victory game 1.
They definitely did show up bottom lane several times during the entire series, but game 1 in specific, because that is a very, very small map. I do have to ask Kian, how do you feel about your opponents being so eager to throw a surprise party for you?
It's happened too many times that I get thrown surprise parties, so at this point I think I've just come to expect it. And I'm also aware that the camp and myself are attractions to that bot lane, so I never wanted to push up too far because I knew they would be there, and they were.
And then, Peach, I do have to ask, at least from your perspective, how do you guys figure out how quickly to take the healer in your drafts? Because it definitely feels like both you and Apple have almost the same healer pool and are both very aggressive about it.
Yeah, indeed. Sorry, I lost my voice. I saw that me and Apple play similar healers, and it definitely felt like it was just back and forth, like, you take this, I take this, okay, and then vice versa. So, since Sarah already mentioned that we were pretty prepared for this massive fight night, we knew that picking healer probably would be our priority. So I think it was the right call, and so far it worked out. But Apple is a really nice opponent, healer. I respect them very much.
Oh yeah, very, very much so. It was very, very great back and forth. Moving into game number 2. First of all, game number 2 was on Garden of Terror, which is not a map I see a whole lot. And I do believe that they took first pick in games 2 and 3. So what made you guys want to play Garden of Terror specifically?
It was more of a conscious decision of what they banned. We saw that they banned it 6, 7 times, and that was kind of a map that's just kind of like a monkey wrench into everything, you know? So it was very like, oh, well, this is open to us. Well, let's just go here and see what happens. And that was quite the experience, as you guys saw.
Oh yeah,
It was quite a fun match for sure.
I definitely got into a moment where I was talking about how the objective on Garden of Terror is one of the strongest in the game. Getting the first Terror phase is more predictive of overall match success than any other initial objective. And then as soon as I said that, the entire game started slanting back, and I was like, well, so this is the problem with statistics? But then you did manage to squeeze it right back at the very end. What, did you change anything at the end, or was it just a matter of like kind of catching them out in a protracted team fight?
I can kind of answer this one if you want.
Yeah, I think you had a little bit more like knowledge of that.
So the biggest thing that I will say above everything else is that Cats on my keyboard are an insanely good team at being able to find fights that we're not predicting them from, because whenever we've played in the past, I know that as a team we used to just focus on, here are the people in front of us, we're going to go after them. And the Nazebo player, was that Ghost?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Ghost. Oh my god, dude. Massive props to you. Your terrors were so good. The zombie spirit or whatever, I can't think of what it is right now. Those were so good, and we had a lot of fights where we would try to go in on the other team, and Naz would just sit safely on the other side of a wall or behind the team far enough that he couldn't get interrupted, and he would send the spirit in, and it was giving us a lot of trouble. I think the way that we were able to try and kind of deal with that is on the very last fight, I was trying to stay back and look for him to try and do the Valkyrie. And when I saw him below the team, while everyone else was going after the 4-man, and it was a 4-man versus 4-man, I stayed back and tried to zone him as much as I could. And I think because of that, they weren't able to get that extra burst of damage that the spirit does. So I think it was just changing the approach of the fight is what helped us kind of squeeze it out at the end.
No, that's not what it was. I have
Oh, it
two
wasn't?
words for you. Wind tunnel.
Wow.
Then I didn't see that then. So Ruff, you've got a better idea than me. Sorry.
I'm just messing around.
I will say specifically that last fight, the upgraded wind tunnel that just kind of held 3 of them against the wall. I definitely is what kind of made that specific fight. I will also say shout out to Kian. There was another point where he was below a wall, and Kian stabbed through the wall, just be like, "No more ghost."
As soon as I saw it come out, the Rab Spirit, I was like, well, I'm gonna try and stop that, and then like I did. Pathing was a little weird, and that's why I didn't go over the wall with him, and it just went kind of through the wall, which is so funny. I've never seen that before.
We had a whole discussion about that Ravenous Spirit ult, like before the match even started. Like we knew if they picked the Nazebo that it was going to be an issue because it was an issue when we played them in the regular season. So definitely props to them, and they made us really have to play around that.
Oh, it was super dangerous, yeah.
Moving on to game number 3, over on the side of Battlefield of Eternity. Again, it was your pick. I don't mean to call you out, but I did notice a surprising lack of Inspires on your mercenaries camps as you would like leave them to push, even though Inspire is permanent. Is that just a do I not understand how Inspire works, or what? Because I kept talking about it and then it kept not happening and I kept being sad.
Are we Inspire the Rainer ability?
Yep.
Yes, it's your Rainer is a bad Rainer and does not remember that it can boost the camp.
Fucking garbage.
I'll be sure to tell that to my Rainer.
Yeah, you garbage, bro.
I felt so bad because I was like, oh yeah, this is really good because they're not going to put, and I'm like, where's it? The other thing, I do have to say, it was great going back. The 4-man fought very, very well in that one, like, because there very frequently where you guys were holding back the entire 5-man of the enemy team, and Rainer was just back there being like, I have a bayonet!
Yeah, I at least kind of knew what I was doing when I'm working on the Immortal, because, fun fact, whenever you bait out the big AoE from the Immortal, you can stand right on top of him, and the little circles that pop up as he tries to do the AoE stuns will never touch you. So you can just stay in there and get all the damage you want until the AoE circle close to him comes back up, and then you just bait it and go back in.
You have one of those, it's funny you say that because I think every bruiser knows that very, very well, but I do see so many ranged characters, they just never get close to him because they don't... They're just like, well, no, I've got a ranged attack. Why would I get close to him? That is almost all the questions I have. The last one, and I think I've asked you this before, but I always ask it. Where does the name Clouded Minds come from?
It came from a World of Warcraft guild that Ruffy and I were part of for, oh geez, maybe like 13 years now. It's been a very, very, very long time. And we've met quality people like Trelena and Venus, as you guys may know, through World of Warcraft. That was our guild. And we've played Heroes together. We've done all this stuff together, and we've gone to multiple BlizzCons together. I hope this year coming up you can finally come to a BlizzCon, Lana. That'd be really nice. But
hey, we'll talk later.
All right, but we're a very, very tight knit group of people. Couldn't be more proud of the group that I'm a part of right now. So.
Yep, whatever. Let's go.
Well, fantastic.
Yep.
I don't want to listen. Sorry. So that was all the questions I had. We go and turn it over to you for any shoutouts you might want to give.
You guys can do the shoutouts, so we can go from reverse order. So
I can start.
You can go. Okay, you can work too.
I can start. First of all, shoutouts to you, Raka. Thank you so much for being our caster tonight. I'm sure it's a lot of work, but all of us appreciate a lot. And I just want to shout out Cats on my keyboard. My first main NGS match on a main roster was against you guys, and I believe it was y'all's first match too. And it's only very fitting that we're here in the Div C West finals playing each other. I think we've both gotten so much better. So shout outs to y'all.
All right, next.
Just a whole really shout. at this point. I will shout out to the whole NGS because, as I always do, and I always say that it is a lovely place to be at, and it brings such a nice, friendly, and competitive spirit at the same time. And it's an amazing group of people who keep pushing the game, and you know, so it's really important for the game to support and for people to be part of something. So yeah, shout out to NJS.
I'll give one more shout out as well to our org, Cloud of Minds. I know that not all of the teams were able to make it to the playoffs, but what makes me so proud to be a part of CM and to be a part of not just this team, but with all these other people that I know, is that I know there was a lot of them that came in here just to watch and support us. So to everybody that's from our team that was watching us tonight, thank you so much. You do not know how much we appreciate you coming in and cheering us on. We can kind of feel that energy whenever we're playing. So thank you all.
Nice. Yeah, I agree for sure. I'd also like to shout out TTO, who's someone that came in and helped coach us on several occasions this season when we just needed some help, like getting our game back on track. He took his time to, sit with us, watch some replays, and really work with us, talk things through it, and work things out. So thank you for giving your time, TTO, to help us have a great season.
Yeah, then can't follow any of that up. All of the above. Div C West, you guys have been fun opponents. I hope to do us proud in the grand finals, and them happy we've made it this far. Last season for us was you could say, a rebuilding kind of period for us, and we've improved so much, and I'm super proud of all of us. So, just I'm happy. We can celebrate tonight. We just need 3 more. So that's all I need.
We will look forward to seeing you guys in the grand finals, going across the way. I don't know who it will be against yet. I think they also played tonight, but I have not looked yet. But good luck. We'll see you next week, and be awesome.
Yep. Thank you for casting us.
Same to you. Same to everyone.
Very, very much my pleasure. So with that, we are going to go ahead and run over and raid Kala. So, everyone, they are casting the D West finals. So here we go.
Like, that's not my problem. And he kept the wall and had Thor murder the guy. Like a fucking asshole. Marvel has kind of gotten the idea that Thor's like some sort of noble god. Actually, he's just a giant, stupid douchebag who murdered everyone. Odin's a dick. It's a tough call to figure out which one's worse, Odin or Zeus. They're both really bad.
One more door. That one has to be it.
Where's the door?
We'll see. Seems like we'll have to get to it first.
Oh shit, more water puzzles. Oh god, guys. Boosh! And or Cacao. Thank you for the 3-month sub. Hey, Raka! Coming into the chat. She ain't never been a newbie and she's never gonna start now. How you doing, Raka? How's everything? We're playing God of War at the moment.
Climb across. Look for another way.
Continuing gift sub from the monk. Cool. How's your day going, Raka? How's everything? Oh god.
Atreus. Another mental exercise. Would one who spends their life fighting, such as Tyr, have any desire to prove themselves. The proof leaves a wake of destruction.
But if the wake of destruction is a bunch of the bad guys, why does that matter? You're strong, and you did the right thing.
War does not measure the strength of a man. I hope one day you understand.
Huh.
Yappa!
Oh, okay. I see now. Doing well. About to go to bed because you gotta be at work early. Aw. No worries then. I still appreciate you hanging out and coming through. And the sub. I definitely appreciate it. Have you ever played God of War, Raka, at all? Hit that. That doesn't work. You have not? I would definitely, since it's on Steam, I would recommend it. I feel it's a very, absolutely solid character action game. Plays a little bit like a weird hybrid of Dark Souls and Devil May Cry. Very enjoyable characters, and you don't need to play any of the previous games to enjoy it. You may look at it once you finish your other. Yeah, I was about to say the encyclopedia length of games that you have to play, Raka. One to consider, though, definitely. What should I do, guys? So if I remove, I have this, but taking that away doesn't do anything. Where did Atreus go? He's still there. So the solution is still over here. Can I climb this? I can't, but he can. Spider! Yep. If I shoot this... Freezing this doesn't do anything. Ooh, can I go down? No, I can't. I'm stuck up here. What am I missing here, guys? Putting those three things there blocks that entirely. There's nothing up there. We have to get this chain to rise. Odin Raven.
We never do seem to get rid of those things.
Alright, Atreus wants to go through the door, which means we do not do what the boy says.
We still have to go back and check out that last door, right?
We will, boy, in due time. The door is not going anywhere. Whoa.
I'll tell the ground to be still.
This might be it.
Okay.
That door's barred. They must be trying to keep something in.
You don't lock a door like that to secure the spare bedclothes.
I see what we must do.
First, I'm gonna have a quick look around.
Atreus, go to arrows.
Ready when you
The controller convent. you will join us, Taro. Look at this, dual analog sticks. You'll come away from mouse and keyboard at some point, I promise. Taro's like, no, never. Alright, let's go. What's in here? I don't like how he pulled out his blades. They're They're here still? Bifrost attacks. They can inflict Bifrost on health bar. It heals over time, but follow-up hits detonated for extra damage. Come here. Good. I just am not. Well, look at me. I'm dying over here. I'm the truth. That you can't play Hitman Blood Money on controller. What? I'm too slow games on a mouse and keyboard. I would be the worst Hitman assassin if I had to play that game via mouse and keyboard. Okay, so it acts as a like a puddle then. Alright. And then it's
to it then.
We did it! How's a controller not support that thing? I have no clue, Rob. That's too nutty right there. Okay. Where... oh, we go through here. Oh, also... they're not there, which means they're in Bestiary? Aesir? Yeah, they're Aesir. Asgard's finest, a warrior of Midgard wants nothing more than to fall in battle. It would ensure passage to Valhalla, a promised land where the honorable and wretched alike are sent. There, Odin selects the best and gave them another chance to die for him, creating the Einherjar. It's diabolically genius if one would like to view it that way. Instill enough devotion within others to prove undead and guarantee yourself a near endless supply of fodder for war. Bullet. We're not gonna fix that.
Tyr!
There he is.
What trickery is this, Odin? What game do you play with me now?
We're not with Odin. We're the good guys.
Oh, shit. Man. Why are all the gods assholes? Just to kind of prove the point that even the mighty can be petty and somewhat human.
Is the god war?
But they are all pretty awful.
Who's playing? I know you. God killer.
His reputation just precedes him. Everyone knows him.
Tyr, look, you know me, don't you?
You killed Mimir!
Oh, God.
No.
Yeah, we brought him right back.
Yeah, stay away from me, you monster!
Yet another of the Kyrian's loyal servants. Have you come here to be slaughtered as well? This temple was merely the first to fall. Soon, all of Bastion will burn. Blightbone rip you apart! Something coming. Stitch Flesh will be irked to know you destroyed his prize creation. Though I am sure he will gladly take your limbs as repayment.
I need them arrows. Where are you, boy? Stan?
I'm out of range.
Face me, Necromancer. Thanatos will be avenged.
Are you so eager to share your underling's fate? Your vaunted courage will be your doom. Your temple lies in ruin. Your brethren are butchered. You have already lost.
Vile monster!
I'm out of range. too far away.
And we see him fight. And
You will be brought to justice! You dare deny me the sky? Then I shall answer in kind!
Foolish Paragon! There is nothing you can do to stop us. No matter. My minions are endless.
I need to get closer.
The Fallen shall serve me again. He will.
Your arrival proved timely, yet the battle rages on. We cannot rest until these invaders are purged from our skies. I will lead the effort here, while my disciples bring you to the necropolis. Let us end this atrocity.
We need Stitch Flesh. Prepare to strike at the next temple.
Just a moment longer. It seems that the parts for my new creation have arrived at last.
Kratos pulling Tira by the bootstraps and addressing him like a Spartan commander made my man crush boner hard. Oh my god. Look, I mean, we all kind of want someone to just kind of grab us by the shoulders and give us that ass-kicking talk that we need. Kratos is definitely the man to do it, right? I was just telling Jason he would like this game. If he liked the last one, then he definitely loved this one. I am really enjoying it. I'm getting my head re-wrapped around the controls and things like that. They do enough to make it different. But also familiar at the same time. Start off
It's too far away.
Come, my assistant. These raw materials are in need of processing.
what? God of War.
incompetent. Oops. Gorgrind, try not to damage those limbs whilst you tear them off. How vexing! Rotsview, get to work, and don't fail me like your predecessor! No! Now I have to rebuild those two from scratch! I can't wait to put your corpse to use! I'll have you in stitches! I must preserve your parts for later. Have you no respect for craftsmanship? Another exquisite creation. I'll have you in stitches. I must preserve your parts for later. Another exquisite. No respect for craftsmanship. I'll have you in stitches. I must preserve your parts for later. Oh, I'm awfully proud of this one. I'll have you in stitches. Imbecile! I'm the one who made you! No! That one was my favorite! My greatest was yet to come.
Bastion shall be laid to waste. The chill of death, Protean. None can escape the storm. I have had enough of you. The chill of death. None can escape the storm. A fleeting victory against a fraction of our forces.
He seeks neither war nor revenge for the suffering visited upon him. In this I am grateful. Don't want him inspiring my boy. Ah, the light! Ah, my eyes!
Yggdrasil. It's been too long. I had forgotten. Beauty.
Tyr, In your travels, did you ever hear the Giants talk about Loki?
I'm sorry. That name doesn't sound familiar. The Giants were very private people.
Makes sense.
Perhaps after a rest.
Take out the axe. Oh my god, what's that? Oh, it's a door. Never mind. Put the axe away.
A treehouse.
Lord Tyr, you're really alive.
Am I? I wonder.
Okay.
He's just tired. I promised him some food and a room to rest in.
Ah, of course you did. Well, let's see what we can do. Please, come inside.
We'll be right in.
I'll be.
Boy, do you have something to say?
Father, you coming?
Yeah, on the way. Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
So, can we talk? What to do next?
There is much to consider. We will speak in the morning.
Oh, okay. In the morning.
Hold still. Yep.
Much better. Thank you.
See? Sleep tight, Tyr. I'm gonna turn in. Big day tomorrow.
So, Tyr. Sounds like promises were made. Let's see about getting this settled, shall we? If you'll follow me.
Hey! Come see what I got for you. I'm sure we won't be interrupting any goings on.
I wonder if we're gonna get like more buddy. This the weekend you're headed to Pittsburgh to hang out with Team Captain. Here's hoping you don't end up in a random basement. I'm sure you'll have a phenomenal time. You'll have to let us know once you're back. And also, you know, make sure that you give your phone number to everybody, just in case.
Humble ship's biscuit will do.
I'll see what I can find.
That looks horribly uncomfortable. This is like my legs are catching some third party like pain right now. Or something like that. Can't
Back where I come from,
that looks comfy? I don't know.
well, ain't you filler something?
Boy is ugh. Maybe it's because he's so gangly. Like, look at the lower back doesn't look like it's getting. I don't know. And there's no. You gotta lean your head like directly back onto it. He'd have to put his head like back. And he can't. He stretches his legs out. And look at the little teeny stairs. Tyr is pretty gangly looking. Taro, when I first started walking through the house, I walked up and I remarked on how teeny the stairs were, and Sidri was like, please don't walk on those. They will not support you. And I was like, oh.
You got some materials? I got some more stuff for you.
Can... I thought this could Oh, we Radio Gaga. Claire with the rave. Thank you so very much, hon. All we hear is I need more home. So, thank you very much for the rave.
Yet another of the Kyrian's loyal servants. Have you come here to be slaughtered as well? This temple was merely the first to fall. Soon, all of Bastion will burn.
too far away.
Blightborn, rip you apart! Something coming. Something coming. Blightborn failed. Stitch Flesh will be irked to know you destroyed his prize creation. I am sure he would gladly take your limbs as repayment.
I'm out of range. Too far away.
Face me, Necromancer. Thanatos will be avenged.
Are you so eager to share your underling's fate? Your vaunted courage will be your doom. Your temple lies in ruin. Your brethren are butchered. You have already lost.
Vile monster!
I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
That's so great. Sonic arrows consume arrows.
So, Father said I cast a spell in Fenrir. I don't know what he's talking about.
You will be brought to justice! You dare deny me the sky? Then I shall answer in kind!
Foolish Paragon! There is nothing you can do to stop us. No matter. My minions are endless. The fallen shall serve me again. With sacrifice comes victory. He will.
Your arrival proved timely, yet the battle rages on. We cannot rest until these invaders are purged from our skies. I will lead the effort here, while my disciples bring you to the necropolis. Let us end this atrocity.
We have all the corpses we need, Stitch Flesh. Prepare.
resistance. These raw materials are in need of processing.
Alright, Sindri. Oh, and he's got like some sort of rotating thing of...
It is too far away.
Incompetent oafs! Gorgrind! Try not to damage those limbs whilst you tear them off! How vexing! Rotsview, get to work and don't fail me like your predecessor! No! Now I have to rebuild those two from scratch. I can't wait to put your corpse to I'll have you in stitches! I must preserve your parts for later. Oh, I'm awfully proud of this one. I'll have you in stitches. No! That one was my favorite. Imbecile! I'm the one who made you! Have you no respect for craftsmanship? My constructs can handle you on their own. Oh, I'll have you in stitches! I must preserve your parts for later. Another exquisite creation. I'll have you in stitches. Imbecile! I'm the one who made you! My greatest was yet to come.
Bastion shall be laid to waste. escape the storm. Such futile effort. I have had enough of you. The chill of death. None can escape the storm. The chill of death. None can escape the storm. A fleeting victory against a fraction of our forces.
Now that I know where she is, yeah, exactly what I'm gonna do.
Sindri! Speak with Freya.
Tell Brock.
See, I don't think I've ever heard Sindri's
Look,
swear.
Roger tried to kill her. We had no choice.
I'm not sure she sees it that way.
Well, I'm not gonna ask her. Besides, they were your arrows.
You're absolutely right, which is exactly why I'm recommending we don't do this.
Aha! I knew! I like playing as Atreus. This reminds me of when I would play Arkham Knight or Arkham City, and they would give you a different person to play as other than Batman, and I always thoroughly enjoyed more as them than as Batman. Holy crap!
What are you looking for?
How do I... Right.
Well, that's quite enough excitement for one day.
No way. We're so close.
We're right here, my dude. Let's go.
Oh dear.
Isn't that the whole thing with Gotham Knight? That there are lots of characters? No, Arkham Knight, not Gotham Knight.
Maybe this is a sign.
Don't be a baby. I'll catch you. Promise not to drop you this time.
This time, he says. In Arkham Knight, you could only play
Fine.
as Batman,
step between the
but
rows,
they
then.
gave you
You know it doesn't work that way.
sometimes
Oh, sweet
occasional
vessel, I wish it
chances to
did.
play as Nightwing. Got him.
See? Was that so bad?
I sincerely hope I never have to do it again, if
And
that's what you're asking.
one of the combat arenas allowed you to play as Harley Quinn, and
My shop!
the DLC allowed you to play as
Well, if I can't
Batgirl.
stop you, then this is as far as I go. I'm gonna stay and fix this.
Aw.
Suit yourself.
I kind of wanted him to keep showing up. I like his the bag of tricks. Ooh, new skills. Let's go. Okay, what do we got here? Better stranglehold. Dive into battle. Are we gonna be able to switch to Atreus every now and again? The Arkham games are also on the list. You have a big list, but I also have to head to bed. No worries, Raka. I keep saying I'm gonna stop, and then I keep going. We'll keep going for just a little bit longer. No worries. Thank you so very much, Raka. Have a good night, please. While sprinting, L1, R2 for a heavy vert. While evading, okay, so all the same stuff. Do we want... While grabbing an enemy. Press triangle to grapple towards an enemy and strike him. We're gonna hold off on that for now. I think we'll be all right with the basics for now. All right. 7 a.m. job is really cramping my goth girl style. 7 a.m. That's not even a real time. That time does not exist.
You sure you want